Video games are amazing. As long as I can remember, I've been in love with games. From Knack to Little Tykes my first shooter, I've always been left astonished by what I can experience when I play. I call my sugar candy. She understands me. My understanding candy. For my sweetheart candy. I call my sugar candy. Video games are really, really amazing, and despite the fact that I don't love every single one of them, when there is a good game that comes out, I always find myself logging in a solid 60 hours and not going anywhere for a week. These games can have ranging experiences from, hey, to this. Games are amazing, and through all of the variety, there's one type I've always been entranced by: the open world game. The experiences of venturing through a completely open world is amazing. Being able to do whatever the fuck I want, however the fuck I want, always astonished me. Along with this, I've always enjoyed my friends being alongside me, making the experience oh so much better. Getting called slurs in COD was always better with a buddy. Because of that, I found myself doing a ninja Fortnite fucking dance when I found Rust. Rust is a game that takes what big games do and throw it out the window. In Rust, you have a rock, a torch, and a vast wasteland to explore. You go around finding materials, running monuments, and/or yelling, fuck you, I'm going to oil with an Ioka." The experience varies. While all of that is pretty traditional stuff, Rust takes it to a whole new level with it being exclusively multiplayer. Your experience in Rust varies heavily with the base game. You could wound up getting SARS from a decayed base.
Holy shit, this is epic. So remember that base, that metal base, you were like, yeah, it's not decaying at all. Yeah, it's fucking decaying to shit, and it just popped open.
Oh, I see it.
Holy shit, guns. Holy shit, sulfur galore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost 9k sulfur.
Or getting bolty headshot when you're naked grinding, Rust takes the experience of choice to another level with your decisions not being drawn out in a computer world, but instead a world of other people.
Maybe back up. Yo, I have a frag grenade on me.
Throw it in! Throw it in!
I'm gonna mess up the throw.
Well,
bro.
give it to me.
Here.
Give it to me. I've thrown them.
That you are.
Dude, I didn't know
Okay,
this was
Leafy.
like, bro. Dollar Tree headset looking. Actually, Dollar Tree headset looking.
I killed him!
Dollar Tree headset.
Bye-bye. Washed.
You guys are really this fucking pathetic, aren't you?
You shot at us.
You guys door camping a fucking
You
solo?
shot at us. I'm waiting for my friend to get back online because he crashed.
I'm here.
No, I'll be offlining you. Don't worry.
No, we're talking about Calvino.
Oh,
He
yeah.
crashed.
You're gonna be offlining us. You're getting sofa? You're gonna be offlining? If I wanted to, I could headshot this random naked every time I see him. But that choice might make that naked remember me and come back with, explosives. And boom, now I'm dead, all of my stuff is gone, and I have this decrepit feeling in my mind of agony saying, watch who the fuck I kill. This game was practically dropped on my lap like a dumpster baby. I bought Rust after watching YouTube videos on the game. The barren wastelands of the game called to me as the world of Minecraft and Fallout New Vegas had done before. I would play the game rather casually, knowing quite literally nothing. I would just explore and build houses until some Sark kid killed me. I didn't even know you could upgrade twig bases yet. It wasn't until I found a whole new set of Rust content with my perspective on the game retroactively changed.
He swim the other way! He swim the other way! Oh, fucking make the sacrifice! There's so many of them! Swagger!
The original Swagger Souls Rust videos would change my whole idea of this game. Watching Zuckles and Swagger panic while I was looking for something to eat.
What can we eat?
We fucking ate
Was not only hilarious, but eye-opening. This game, despite being able to be played anyway, is about conquering and taking. And this was reiterated in a now unlisted video called The Psychology of Rust.
This game at its core is all about materials. You get them to get stronger, to build a base, to raid other bases, to gather more and more, until you're the undisputed king of the land.
My love for JC the Caster's content is no secret. There's a whole section on him in my documentary about raccoon eggs, but his more methodical and philosophical personality really made me gravitate towards his take on Rust. While I'll die laughing at his funny moments videos on the game, I also was left with questions and answers after The Psychology of Rust. The slow pace and calm take on the world works so well. I highly recommend, if you can find it online, to watch it 100%. After watching those videos, I would play Rust more so trying to do a crazy shit like yoinking minis and yoking AKs, and I can't lie, it was fun as fuck. There's something about screaming obscenities at friends and enemies whilst playing a game that's so satisfying. Finally get that AK you've been grinding for so hard, or that DB you kept on yoking for. It's something about Rust's execution that makes me, The mere idea that anytime, any day, you can lose everything you've worked for gives off a pure rush of adrenaline in this 3D multiplayer world. Unlike games like Warzone, Apex, and Minecraft, in Rust you are constantly in a line of story progression amongst real people. That AK you made a play on probably has C4. And the unknowingness of what comes next, combined with the sheer liberty you and everyone around you has, creates a magnificent game experience unlike any other. A game without bounds, a game without limits. Well, except for... Obviously, a game about raiding and revengeance doesn't have the friendliest community. The Rust crowd has been ostracized for their toxicity, anger, and overall childlike behavior. But to be honest, I think it fuels the game wonderfully. While watching those Swagger Souls, Zuckles, Wellen, and most noticeably as of recent Spoon Kid videos, there seems to be a theme. Throughout all of their Rust content, there's someone who did something shitty and toxic that will end up getting dicked on in the end by an aforementioned player. It's just been an adaptation in Rust content. This leads to most Rust content being extremely original and feeling like a full-ass movie at some points. And while it's been done in other games, there's something with Rust that makes it oh so very special. The blood rushing moments of the AK guy in front of you, watching out while you try and sneak up on him with an Ioka, fills the game with so much energy and drive that most games just don't have. I.e. Rust can be very, I'm
the trash man!
Despite my love for the randomness and luckiness, its insanity gives the game a Mario Party-esque rush. Knowing at any moment you can go from alive to being completely dead is so head-turning and heart-beating, it's insane. That L9 across the map taking your only AK is so infuriating and so miscellaneous, it's insane to me. This creates a huge learning curve and boundary for new players, which alienates a lot of people who want to get into Rust from the beginning. But in my opinion, this learning curve creates determination in the game. It creates something even better. It creates drive. It creates this constant feeling of wanting to get better, wanting to take down the best, and wanting to conquer. My love for this game, despite me being a literal 200-hour Andy, is insatiable. The rush, the excitement, and the general sense of worth from it is insane. If you've ever played it or come to enjoy it as I, remember, this game is unforgiving, and at its heart, it's about conquering. So, I wish you the best of luck. The game is random, the game is toxic, the game makes me want to tie a noose But still, after all this, I find myself coming back. After all the losses, despite most of the community being rather toxic, I always find myself drawn to duo again and try and get one more AK.